What is going on, guys? EZ9 here, and I want to cover something today that I've actually been asked more than I ever thought I would, and that is, how do you grind with Ranger efficiently, okay? So let me start off by saying Ranger is probably one of the more inefficient grinders simply because of the fact that we have to pot constantly, and when you run out of pots, you pretty much can't grind anymore. Now, I actually find that false, but I'll show you guys exactly what I do to make it false. But most of the time when you're actually grinding with a Ranger, you're going to be switching between your bow and your swords constantly. Okay? Your bow moves that you should be using are going to be the following: Will of the Wind and Shotgun. You can also use your Q spam to move around, which I'm going to get back to in a second. Now, for your swords, you're going to be using Elven Rage, Nature's Tremble, Regeneration, Vine Knot, especially Vine Knot, and Backward Spins, and things you guys should already know about, which is like Breezy Blade into, you know, the bigger slash for the big daze damage. Okay, so how exactly do I go about grinding? Okay, as you guys have probably already noticed in the background, when I go camp to camp for the mobs per se, I use my Q spam. Okay, now why do I use my Q spam to move around camp to camp? Because simply, if you're shooting towards the camp, you're gaining mana. Okay, and because you're moving towards the camp, you're not wasting time getting back your mana once you're at the camp. So it's all about efficiency. That is exactly what you're trying to do, is efficiency. So when you're doing stuff like that, you're basically getting back your mana, and then you're getting your burst off, and then you're moving on to the next camp. Okay? So basically what I am doing is I am Q spamming towards the camp, and then after I have my mana back, I then get off my burst using the Breezy Blade into Bigger Slash, into my backward F spin, Nature's Tremble regeneration combo. You'll notice that I do that a lot. And then you also have a couple other things with Vine Knot. Now, for anyone that never watched my add-ons video, one of the things that Vine Knot does, and this really does add to efficiency as well, is if you have a certain add-on, you get a 20% attack speed for, I believe, 5 seconds right after using Vine Knot, as long as the damage or, you know, the hits land. And that is a lot, okay? And that also speeds up how fast you can clear because of how fast you're getting off your Nature's Tremble, how fast you're getting off your Elven Rage, how fast you're getting off your Nature's Tremble, Shotgun, everything. Everything is getting a speed boost from that add-on, and that's why I personally use it. Also, it just helps in PvP too to get off that quicker burst of damage. Now, you also notice that I use my 100% when I have it up, because, you know, it's a nice quick clear of the camp, much quicker than it would be otherwise. The other thing you want to do is try to time your Q buff, or in this case your shift Q, when in awakening form, which gives you, you know, really good movement speed, evasion, you know, even that little burst of movement speed where you just where you can just sprint for a long distance and use no stamina, like that one. That one in particular, you want to save it for when you're starting a long chain of mobs, because that's what you want to be doing, is, you know, clearing them as fast as possible with them. You can also save this, I've also done this multiple times too, is that I actually decide that I'll use that Q buff to run where mobs are not to get to where mobs are. That's another good way to use it. But yeah, that is pretty much gonna do it for how to grind as a Ranger. There's really not much more to it other than just making sure you're efficiently getting mana back, making sure you're getting off that burst, and then moving on to the next camp, because that's pretty much all you have to do. Now, if anyone ever feels like they aren't doing enough damage in an area, move to a different area. Like, example, if you were under 180 AP at Susan's, for example, maybe soloing it would be a bad idea. Maybe you should get a group. If you can't get a group, maybe go to Elric's, maybe go to Rogues, maybe go to Mains. Mains isn't nearly as good money-making wise though as Rogues or Elric's, so that's going to be up to you on that one. But in general, if you feel, or the other problem could be maybe you just don't have enough accuracy. I have a Triad Coral Earring, Kazarka, and a Bed Glove. So, you know, I don't miss much as far as when it comes to mobs like Susan's. I used to also have a tree belt. I blew it up, but that's basically what it comes down to, is that it's all about accuracy. Ranger needs a lot of accuracy to come online as well. So making sure you have it, especially for grinding purposes, is really essential. So if you feel like you're missing accuracy, and you will know if you're missing accuracy, I've talked about this before, accuracy is one of the easiest things to notice, especially when you're killing mobs, because with accuracy, you'll hear thump, right? Without accuracy, or not enough, you'll hear thump, thump, like you're missing. Like there's in between sections of the sound that enemies do hit, enemies make when you hit them, and if you don't hear, the full sounds all the way through, then you're missing. That's what it means. It means you're missing somewhere, and that's pretty much what you gotta look for. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. If you like the video, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe for more. Let me know what you guys want to see. Recommend some games to me. And as always, I will see you guys next time. Peace.